Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to the fourth podcast of Keep Keepin with your special co-host, Amanda. Yay!
Thank you for the introduction. Much appreciated. And joining us today is Christina.
Yay! I'm the other co-host, as you can tell.
Yeah, that's right. You're here all the time. My bad.
Here and queer, you know it.
Oh, so we just spent so much time trying to figure out how to get two microphones working on this, and unfortunately we were not successful.
No, we failed miserably.
But it wasn't our fault. Like, it has something to do with the serial numbers being the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but we're going to try to work on that just because I know we were both looking forward to not having to be so close to each other.
And unfortunately, for another podcast, we're going to have to sit here uncomfortably very close to one another.
We're inches away from each other.
This is like a foot. Like, if my lesbian dimension right here.
This is too close.
This is like 9 inches now.
It's too close.
So I had to take 3 inches back this way.
Not enough.
So just keep the 1 foot diameter.
If we gradually moved away from each other throughout the podcast, like at the end of the podcast, we were like 20 feet from each other, that would just be ideal. So, but yeah, welcome. Thank you guys for joining us again. As always, we have no idea where this is going to go, but
I love it. I love it that way.
No, but we want to have a little more structure.
We're working towards that. In the meantime, let's just have fun.
Should we hash that out on the podcast? Like the things that we're struggling with, the things we're doing.
I think people nowadays, people enjoy it's I don't know if I've touched on this, is I think we're the generation that we like to see people be more personable. So I think people enjoy the process. So I think it's fun. Let's continue to be fun.
I think we can bring a level of genuineness to this with still more structure.
No, sure. I'm not saying that we're not. I'm just saying we're working through it. We could talk about it on the podcast. I'd
kind of like to think that the Keep Keepin theme, whatever that is okay, what are we doing? What are we working at? What are we I always kind of like the idea of, okay, what goals are you working on, and let's hold each other accountable.
Yeah. I want us to kind of share a little bit about ourselves, and
we don't have to do that.
Yeah, we don't have to go too in detail, my social security number, which I kind of actually do know yours.
Do you?
Maybe.
I'll give you $1 right now if you say it.
I don't know it.
There you go.
I wanted the look of fear.
I'm not afraid of you. I am not afraid of you.
You know what you are afraid of? My farts, though.
Yeah, those are some savage things, man.
They scare me, too.
I can hear them from the room.
The thing is, they scare me, too. So it's not it's like this Rottweiler that it attacks me as well.
You and dogs.
I have a dog that attacks me.
You want to tell them that you actually met a dog that liked you the other day? Yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Which dog?
Wesley.
Who's Wesley?
The dog we met. Okay, so I was outside coming in the house, and this owner was walking by and had this cute little dog. Hadn't seen her before, and we're pretty good about knowing our neighbors.
Okay,
and as I'm going inside, they're still right in front of the house, and I'm like, okay, she's just waiting so that I don't see her dog taking a shit on our lawn or what.
Yeah.
But the dog was still out there, wasn't doing anything.
I love how you're a parent. I don't give a shit about the front lawn.
I give a shit about the front lawn. Anyway.
So, if there's trash out there, I'll take it. I'll grab
that's kind of like trash. Personally, for me, that's people taking responsibility for their dog. But anyway, the dog just would not move, and the owner's trying to pull the leash, and not moving, and I'm like, oh.
Was she stealing the dog?
No, but I realized the dog wouldn't move because it smelled the ribs you were cooking.
Oh, yeah, guys. I make some bomb-ass ribs, and the dog wanted the ribs, and it walked over, and then my hands smell like ribs.
You have molasses in your mouth or what?
Yep.
Dear God.
Yep.
So anyway, we came out and we said hi to the dog. I opened the door and I was like, hey, I know why he's not moving. It's because he smells the ribs we're cooking. And then she was really nice. She brought over the dog. We got to pet him. His name is Wesley. And it was a small dog that actually did not hate you.
And I realized that now that we're talking about this, I didn't have my sunglasses because obviously we were in the house. So
and you smelled like ribs. That might have helped.
Yeah. Barbecue ribs.
But I think this might need to be a segment of its own, that every time we see a small dog, we get you in front of it. And it's 50-50, with glasses, without glasses, and we try to narrow this down.
I'll be a dick and I'll have my sunglasses, and what I'll do is I'll put them on, I'll take them off. I'll put them on.
I think you want to take this seriously. This could save your life one day.
I mean, small little dogs. I'll just catch them and fry them up and eat them.
I knew it. I'm just saying it might be helpful information to know why dogs don't like you. They love me, so I guess we're okay. But
You're never wearing sunglasses, though.
I wear sunglasses
You rarely wear sunglasses.
when I drive.
Every once in a while when I drive.
Yeah.
I always wear sunglasses because I have to. But
So is that going to be a goal of yours to test this theory out? And
yeah, I think, I want to pick my battles, I feel like I'm just going to fail and then just get bit again.
I feel like you can't really negotiate with the dog, though. You're not going to be like, hey, not today. I'm not ready to fight this. But the dog's just going to come after you.
Can I be honest, though? I secretly... What if that little dog bites me again? Is there a law in California?
Yeah, 2 attacks, 2 reported attacks. The only problem is we didn't report the first bite to, like, an authority. We just told Lisa about it.
We had to call the police? Or
we would have to call, like, animal control.
Oh.
Yeah, but...
Well, what if I just antagonized it?
Do not.
That little shit, dude.
I swear. Just territorial.
What if is it a girl or is it a boy?
I don't know. You got a better look at it than I did when he bit you.
Yeah, it's like, "Rrr, rrr." I'm like, oh my God, calm down.
And then he's like, she tastes like kimchi. Ew.
You're so rude. What the fuck?
What was that? I heard it, but...
Oh, I wonder if my...
Your hair tie break?
Yeah, it sounded like it broke.
Christina's hair in and of itself weighs like 10 pounds. She has so much hair.
I know. I'm going to donate it next year.
Okay.
When I get a motorcycle.
You're getting a motorcycle?
I've told you about this.
I didn't think you were serious.
What the fuck? Do I just say shit and
you
it just
kind of do
sometimes.
What? Okay,
That's
so tell us about
rude.
the motorcycle you're getting.
Well, I figured that'd be a great podcast. Another podcast with my mom.
So there's going to be a separate one where you say, hey, Mom, I quit. Hey, Mom, I lost my job again. Well,
No,
not really
I got
your fault.
laid
That was
off.
you got laid off.
I got laid off because that company.
Do you
went
want her to
under.
have a heart attack? And now she's going to have this conversation with you getting a motorcycle?
I think if anything, the biggest heart attack she's already had.
Yeah.
Was me coming out to her, and so
She survived that.
yeah, she's fine.
I mean,
She's
a little bit
fine.
of the
She's
light in her
already-
eyes is gone now, but I think
She'll
she's pulling
she'll
through.
have children. She'll be fine. Or she'll have children. She'll have
Grandchildren. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So, what else?
Stop saying. Why do you always get like this? You get worried when we're not ranting back and forth every second.
No, I like topics to keep moving. I like
We
for
are
ideas.
moving, but not like, oh god, what's next?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, can I say one thing though?
Always.
You know what I do enjoy about like just getting into a podcast? We could just like catch up. But the shitty thing is we live together, so it's
I know.
like, hey,
Well, speaking of
how's
that-
that new toilet paper doing in the bathroom?
Which led me to my idea. Unfortunately, we spend a lot of time together. That's probably just why we fight as much as we do. But, we hang out together, we live together, like, we like the same things. But I thought it'd be kind of funny if for a week we just don't talk.
Yeah.
Like, we're not allowed to, like, maybe all we can do is send each other, like, tag each other in Instagram stories that are funny that we like to do. But other than that, that's the only way we can communicate. And then we just record the next podcast and we're like, oh my God, what's up with your life?
But the problem with that is, like, how easily we can podcast for an hour. I think if we did that, it would be like 5 hours of podcasting.
But I think it would be less of us faking the interest in the other person's life. And it would be like, oh my God, I'm actually
I'm not
interested.
faking it. I do have like 2% interest in your life.
Exactly, 2%. We might be able to kick that up a notch to like 3.5. So I think it would just be, more fun to listen to.
I think that'd be too long.
A week? It wouldn't be enough.
Actually, it
God
wouldn't
help
be
us.
too bad because when I get a full-time job again.
The way that your life changes, like you might join the circus in a week. I don't know.
Dude, any second, I could join the military if I wanted to.
I wouldn't. You're 30. Don't do it.
I'm fine.
No.
No.
Why would you even want to? Serving is fine, but I mean, you're 30. You're not 20.
I love how you're like, you're just old. Just stop. Stop with the goals and the aspirations.
No, I'm just saying, hold down a job for more than a week.
Oh my God.
I know you got laid off.
I could easily get a job.
I know.
could easily get a
You've
job.
got 4 things lined up. I know. You do. You tell me that all the time.
I
You're
got
like,
two things lined up right now.
okay, so I'm bad at math.
You are. You're awful.
Well, actually, we were both bad at math because we couldn't figure out how long we'd been friends for. I think we were just feeling like we've been friends way longer than we should be, and that's why it felt like
Yeah,
years.
I feel like this has been like an eternity.
It has been.
I think, there's always an ending to everything, right? Every story.
Is this going to end like with one of us killing each other?
No! More like something more lame than that.
More lame? Like what?
Like, I don't know.
That's pretty lame.
I don't know. Are you closer to the mic?
You have such a problem with that.
I want to make sure there's an even balance of volume from both of us.
I'm just making it a point to be closer to the mic. You just
The more closer you get, the further I get.
That's not
and then
true.
I realize the microphone is further away from me. Can we just talk about something more serious, though? So I've noticed the bathroom clock.
What about it? I haven't touched it.
You push the...
Nope. Have not touched it. Hand to God.
How is it? How
It
how
probably
is
runs fast or slow. What's the problem? Is
It must run super fast.
Do you see what she does? She
It
comes out as
bumped.
accusing me
How
already.
fucking convenient. It's bumped by 5 minutes.
Convenient.
Yeah.
You are suspicious.
You always like the clock to be 5 minutes fast.
I do, but I haven't touched it.
Then who the fuck touched it?
The
then?
ghost.
Amanda, please don't do that.
Okay, then stop accusing me, and then I'll stop throwing out stuff like that.
Okay, so we're good on that topic. We solved that.
She had to have this like this coworker, this
Coworker.
roommate argument on the podcast. You really thought I moved it?
You say shit all the time.
I didn't move it. Give me the benefit of the
So
doubt.
it runs very fast then.
Okay, so set it back.
So we're hoping in 2 months because it could be 10 minutes
Is
fast.
5 minutes gonna kill you? Jesus.
I just noticed, I was like, oh, Amanda moved it.
Do you even really use that one? You have a clock in your room. You have your cell phone. Like,
I would like this is a communal area, and then we just like to portray accurate time. Mm-hmm. Okay, none of this 5 minute, hey, I know you sleep too much, so please don't just, jeopardize other people's timelines.
how is that
schedules.
jeopardizing other people's time?
Like, I want to know the truth.
Fair enough.
Amanda.
But it'd be different.
Give me the truth. Give me the truth. The time truth.
It would be different if I
I'm
set
the
it
time
back
truth.
5 minutes. That would just be
Inspector.
rude and sabotaging.
I am the inspector of time. Time inspector.
Inspector.
I love how we
Of time.
haven't gotten to actual any segments. Okay,
No.
let's jump into a segment.
What second?
So Amanda, are you wearing makeup?
I don't know. Am I?
Okay, earlier this morning you were.
Hell yeah, I was.
You're like, damn, Brian. I feel like when you put foundation on, it's like you're like one color.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny. No, it just doesn't look real.
I do stuff after that.
No, I know, but like when you
I
start
put on
to
a little bit of contour.
Yeah,
put on a
sorry.
little bit of
Like
blush.
that first layer, it's like I'm talking to a brown person.
You're brown too. You got so tan riding your bike everywhere.
Yeah.
So you're brown
Just
too.
I'm just saying, you're a different brown. Okay, are you wearing makeup right now?
Am I?
No.
You sure?
Are you wearing eye stuff?
I don't know. You have to make a definitive statement.
Okay, the answer is no.
Okay, she got it.
Oh God.
You panic. I can see the
No,
sweat.
because I think right now is it 2-1? I'm 3 up. You're 1.
It's 3-1. Yeah.
3-1. Okay. Okay. Well, you wanted to share the little class you took this morning?
Oh no, I just went to a free Sephora class because I'm trying to learn how to do better makeup just for me. And it was just a class on smoky eye. So it was actually really cool.
Burnt eye, you mean?
Burnt eye. My
Burnt
apologies.
eye?
I misspoke.
Your apologies.
For
as
Le
well,
Burnt Eye.
of course.
They actually had the class at 9. It was completely free. Super small group of people. I think it was like 7 people.
Really?
And they had 2 instructors, and they sat down. They gave you all these free products. They had all these clean brushes, and they're like, yeah, try it out. This is what we're doing. 2 different looks. Still not super confident in it, but I think it's pretty cool that they offer something like that for free. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you learned stuff?
I feel like I learned a little bit, but it would have been nice to be able to take everything off and then have one more shot at it, like right from the ground up.
Oh, because it was like, okay, Because like with every step, they were probably like talking about their life story, and then hey, you try this, you try that, and you just kind of linger along. But now you want more of a structure. Like,
well, I want one where I guess I could just do that at home. I could just come home and say, okay, now I'm going to try it on my own from start to beginning. But it would have been nice to be able to run through it a second time with them there to help you like answer questions and stuff. But
nice.
Yeah, all about the Sephora. They've been all nice and all friendly and
okay.
Yeah.
Is Sephora? No, that's MAC. MAC is that store where everyone looks like a high school goth person.
That's kind of mean.
It's kind of true.
Well, they
all wear black.
Yeah, because they have to wear black. That's like part of their uniform. It's like Target. You ever notice like all Target people wear khakis and like a red top?
I know, but they're not wearing red makeup.
True, but they're not all wearing black makeup at MAC.
I feel like they all wear black because I know that's the makeup getup, right? And then they wear.
They have to wear makeup. A lot of makeup to like let people know they know what they're doing, so that when people ask them, they can feel confident what they're doing. If you wore shitty makeup and you worked at a makeup store, like no one's gonna trust you.
Well, I feel like they're really aggressive with their makeup.
They probably make it a little dramatic so that you can really see it, because there's probably a lot of people that don't know what to look for, but they want to know what to do with makeup.
They want to scare you, into makeup.
Like they're working like part time at Not Scary Farm kind of thing.
Yeah, like they just don't have to change in between shifts. That's how we think. That's all.
That's all. That's not offensive at all.
Oh my god,
Jesus,
that's offensive.
I mean, it's just a little rude. Like.
You're always trying to make
literally just said that they wear makeup like they're trying to get paid to scare people.
No, they just look scary. That's all.
Wow. So yeah, I woke up early to do that, and that's why I'm so tired. And even though I took a nap,
we both took naps.
I know you passed out hard.
So sorry guys, but I ate so much food. I actually got a stomach ache.
No.
And I went in the bathroom. I don't know if you noticed.
You were in there for a while.
I was in there for about 20 minutes.
Jesus.
I think 18 minutes of it was like mostly just on Instagram, and then 2 minutes of me trying.
Jesus.
And then I got up, I was like, okay, this is pointless. And then I went to sleep because I was like, okay, well, I got nothing but time today. So
yeah,
I napped for 2 hours, and that was great.
Kind of a lazy Sunday.
That was great.
Yeah.
How are you so tired?
Because I'm always tired. We had a party last night. We were up late. We played, well, we didn't actually play root beer pong, even though that was supposed to be what we did.
It was more of, hey, have some root beer on the side as we're playing root beer. Yeah. Or beer pong.
Yeah.
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 What'd you think of the party?
The party was good. I wish I got to play more beer pong. I only got to play one game.
It was just more of a competition.
Yeah.
You know what I should have done? I had actually 2 tables ready to go.
Oh, we should have done that. We should have done 2 tables.
That's my bad. I wanted to be more of like a competition, but maybe I should have had the other table going too.
You know, with more people, like 2 tables would make more sense. You know what I mean? Like,
but it would have been, I don't know. I just wanted, like, if you're watching one game, it's like one game. Mm-hmm. You could make it intense or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun.
But we had some amazing shots, and people did really well. So
surprisingly, I thought Melly and David were gonna take it.
Oh, dude, they were so on it.
But freaking Elisa and Jen killed it.
Okay, Jennifer really surprised me. She's like a shark at that, if there's an equivalent of like a shark at beer pong.
I watched very little of that game.
Because it was
towards the end. Yeah, but
Jennifer was definitely carrying Elisa. Sorry, Elisa.
Damn. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So, we'll make some adjustments for the next party whenever that is. But I like that people actually spent time out on the patio. That was cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I wish our patio was bigger though.
Yeah.
I just don't want to spend too much time out here, especially like towards later in night, because that sound just travels the patio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're right next to it.
So you want to be considerate to our neighbors? I can appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, not you, but our neighbors.
I know, not me. If it has anything to do with me, who gives a flying fuck? But
yeah. Exactly.
That's how you operate.
Yeah.
Okay. How are your classes going?
Good. I have 2 interviews tomorrow.
Oh wait, that's right. You still have to talk about what happened to this most recent
employment.
Job. Yeah. I feel like that is going to be a segment.
No.
Every time.
Do we want to oh my god, we're only 20 minutes in.
Oh God, help us. Okay.
I feel it's really warm. Okay. And I feel like there's less banter because you're tired.
So wait, how many podcasts? This makes the 4th one?
Yeah.
And each time you have complained about the heat.
And
You are so temperature sensitive.
You were so tired all the time.
I know. But that it doesn't affect other people. You're like, let's open the door. Let's do this. Can
I sound so bratty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could this be like a 2-parter? Like we record for 30 minutes and then like wake up tomorrow and like record the other 30?
Let's just fucking get this out of the way.
40 more minutes of staring at your face because we don't have our own mics.
Don't look at me then. I'm trying not to look at you.
If we had our own mics, we could be like back to back and not have to stare at each other. Oh, God. All right, well, tell them about your job. I'm going to take a nap right now.
Oh, my fucking... Go
ahead. You got the floor.
Stop laying down.
You got the floor.
This is so rude.
Talk about your job.
Or
you no longer have.
That's so mean.
If not, you're going to get another job. You're fine.
Okay, by the way, guys, Amanda's literally laying down on the couch.
This is so much nicer.
You're going to fall in, and I know you're going to fall, so you're going to be like this. I remember when I was napping, I kind of woke up a little, and I could hear you snoring.
I can hear you snoring, too. Those walls are way too thin. Oh, my God.
Anyways, so I have 2 interviews. Oh, yeah. So, well, okay, I'll go through this bit, and then I figure, hey, let's, like, figure out another segment.
Yeah.
So, was working for a cabinet manufacturing company. So, warehouse, kind of like a showroom up front, and then little office area. And I originally came in there. Wait, I did this whole bit, right? Where, hey, I was overqualified, and then...
Yeah, no. So you already told them, I think, about getting the job. I think what you haven't told them was, like, the surprise, we're closing.
Oh, hey, surprise, when we interviewed you, we said, hey, you've got to, we're here for a long time and, build your career here. And, if you do good, we'll talk about very soon about salary. And then literally, guys, a week and 2 days in, the partner of my boss brings me into his office and closes the door and says, hey, I already talked to your boss about this, like, conversation we're gonna have. And I'm like, yeah, cool. And the guy's really cool. He's actually, he's partied with a couple of Walmart executives. And so he's like younger guy, I would say like maybe mid-40s, but he's done really well in business. He's like buys a bunch of like businesses and like overturns them and then sells them. So he's like, hey, based off of our huge like company meeting the day before me meeting with the partner, he's like, man, actually this business is like a lot worse than I thought. I thought all this drama amongst the workers were all squashed, and I was like, yeah, there's like there's a couple things that I've already tried to tell my boss that need to be kind of fixed immediately. Like safety is like the number one. Do that warehouse. There's shit everywhere. There's materials on the rafters, like not tied down. Like the guys don't give a shit. It's like, it's so bad. Like the moment a warehouse or any kind of like construction crew, I mean, it's like a small construction crew. The moment safety isn't a priority, that's when a thing like workflow is inefficient. And then when the workflow is inefficient, you don't make money or you don't save money. And it's just like this terrible kind of like, downward spiral. Not a spiral, but anyways, so the partner's like, what do you think? I'm like, honestly, I can turn this place around in 3 months. Give me 3 months. And he's like, I think you're being really optimistic. Like, and he's like saying it, even if he got much more involved in the company and trying to reverse it, he said, it's so far into the dumps right now. There's no survival. And I was like, fuck. And he's like, yeah, so I'm sorry. I know we talked about it. I feel bad because I asked you to, come and join and see what you can do. I was like, yeah, no worries. And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, but we're going to actually shut down the company. So, Jeez. Yeah. And he's like, I loved it. He's like, oh, you're so talented. You need to get the hell away from here. I'm like, oh my God, I feel so bad. I was like, no, don't worry about it. So it was cool. It was good to hear that he said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so. I guess that's the best way to be told, like, hey, you gotta leave, I guess, but...
Amanda's just adjusting herself on the couch, that's all.
I am.
That's fine.
You're closer to the mic, Christine. I don't like that.
What's that? I think that's better.
That's better. Okay.
All right.
So yeah, that means you are back on the job market. Headhunters, be aware. Our little Christina's available.
Oh my god. So that was fun. I was like, okay, cool. Whatever you like. Do you want this Friday? Because it was a Wednesday. I was like, hey, do you want this Friday to be last week? He's like, no.
Wasn't that a Tuesday?
It was
or
a Wednesday.
Monday?
It was a Wednesday.
I think it was Tuesday.
No, it was Tuesday during the meeting. I text you. I was like,
that's why I said it was Tuesday. Because I remember like, wow, he paid you for the rest of the week.
No.
That's
So the
awesome.
Tuesday during the meeting, it was so fucked. It was the workers were like, imagine this: the two owners of a company, and then the workers, and then me, and then there's like another chick who's like used to be there as like kind of their admin person, and their sales guy, and they're like bickering, and I'm like, dude, this is fucking Mickey Mouse bullshit. Like, this is nothing compared to what I had to fucking control. And I was like, dude, if my boss couldn't even control this, and he basically allowed this, he doesn't know how to like manage it. He doesn't know how to run a company. So during that meeting, I texted Amanda saying, dude, what does it say? I said something like,
You basically like, I'm probably out of a job.
yeah, I'm probably like leaving pretty soon. Like, so, and then that day after, that's when I had the conversation with the partner. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so he's like, hey, no, like, yeah, we're just going to ask you if you could leave today, but we'll pay you to the rest of the week. So that's
pretty legit.
Yeah. So that was nice of him.
Okay.
So.
Did you accrue any vacation time?
No.
Take a nice long month off vacation?
I was there for a week.
I'm just saying, maybe they got some nice perks. Who knows?
No. It wasn't salary. It was hourly.
Okay.
Yeah. So which was nice. But, yeah, I've got two so that went down the drain. So we're good. So starting from 0. 2 interviews tomorrow. I've got, like these 2, like, custom fabrication wood companies. And they need, like, builders. So imagine when you walk into a hotel, there's, like, grand entrances. Like, kind of artsy-fartsy, but made out of wood, made out of metal. A lot of that is custom, obviously. So this is one of the companies. I was checking out their website, and it was really cool. What's cool is the 2 owners. One of the guy that I was talking to over the phone, he was just talking about, oh yeah, like tell me about your background, whatever, this and that. And I told him I went to Cal State Long Beach, and he said that his co-partner went to Long Beach also in industrial engineering.
Go Beach.
Yeah, so I'm saying, dude, like, what's up? Neptimism.
What was that?
Nepotism?
That's not what you said.
Nepotism?
Yeah, you said something really
Nepotism.
wonky.
Okay, I said nepotism. I meant to say nepotism.
Maybe that can be a segment. Like every day, not every day, obviously, but like whenever we go to do a podcast, I give you this crazy ass word and I have to like, how do you pronounce that, Christina?
So basically it's a podcast about Amanda making fun of me.
I thought that's what we agreed this was going to be. Both of us making fun of each other. Don't pretend like this is a surprise.
But it's not going to be a segment about you just specifically making fun of me.
What was the other word that you were having trouble with?
I don't know.
Existential?
Existential?
Yeah.
Existential?
Exeressential. Exeressential. That's what I heard out of that.
Yeah, so I've got 2 interviews tomorrow, and I'm excited.
Can we keep a tally of like how many jobs you get this year?
I've worked tons of jobs before I had like actual careers, like salaried careers.
Yeah.
I remember working 3 jobs while going to school.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I fucking hustle, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a hustler, unlike some people.
Go ahead. Been well employed for 11 years. I'm happy where I'm at.
That's great.
That must mean I'm not a hustler.
It's great that you worked for one company.
You always say that with like this tone.
Yeah,
of,
because
like,
you're like, because you tell me, oh my god, you're going to another company. Oh my god, why can't you be happy?
No, because the other ones you quit. This wasn't your fault. They came up to you and said, hey, our company's like nothing. It's I don't mean to suggest that any of it's your fault, except that just like you quit and
let's
move on to something else.
Look at that tone. You just quit, and as if like I'm
once you make up your mind, you
reckless.
quit and you leave, and that's
Like
it.
I'm reckless about it. Like there's a legitimate choice.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Legitimate choice. Legitimate
We're
reason.
adding legitimate to the list.
Legitimate. No, I meant to say reason instead of choice.
Oh, okay. But
so look at you fucking being uptight about the words I say. I figure another, like, I like the are you wearing makeup? That segment. And then I mean, I think this is a good what's another segment we could talk about?
I think goals is a good one. Like, hey, like, what are you working on? What do you want to accomplish in this week until the next podcast, and be held accountable for it, and just keep getting those skills and doing better.
Okay.
I like to see people constantly, like, hitting their goals or just trying to learn new things, be better. I don't know about anything really. Have hobbies and stuff like that they're, hey, I learned how to do this. And, you know, Lisa with her photography, or you know, woodworking, and me and my class, like, getting by.
Okay. We could talk about that. I feel like maybe in the beginning we could talk about just, like, catch up on that stuff.
Catch up on what stuff?
Just, like, life. Catch up our viewers, our listeners.
Oh, okay.
About our lives.
Well, we did. That's why we told them, you know, where you are in your employment.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe we just start off the segment or the podcast with that.
Okay.
So, okay. I'm cool with that.
Like, write that down. That sounds good.
And then, so what I thought was, okay, because we were talking about this when we were driving to Target, was, well, what do you want this podcast to be about?
Yeah, like, if you were listening to this podcast,
I just pulled off a couple of my eyebrows.
She literally did. She has 3 eyebrow hairs between her index finger and her thumb. Welcome to Keep Keepin.
Anyway. I got plenty of hair. That's fine.
Jesus. Like, we were just trying to think, like, if one of our listeners, thankfully, we have listeners, was trying to tell somebody else,
guys,
like, hey, what am I coming to this podcast for? What could I say this podcast was about?
Okay.
We're kind of struggling with it.
I don't think we're struggling at all.
I think we are a little bit.
No, we're not. Okay, so you're ready for this?
I love you said, no, we're not.
No, because...
Speak for me. She swore speechless.
Oh my god. I think sometimes you don't listen to me.
Okay, go. I'm listening.
Okay, go. I think... first of all, we're not experts on anything. Okay? I'm not trying to be an expert podcast. There's a great majority of podcasts in the world where people aren't fucking experts about whatever podcast they're talking about. But what they do bring is our perspective. And what I liked about us is that, hey, we're good friends. I like how I jumbled over that word.
Yeah, she was trying to get through that as quickly as she can without bringing too much attention to that fact.
And you're straight, and I'm gay, and it's funny, and it's cool that we're 2 30-year-olds, and we're friends, and I got
really depressed when you said we're both 30.
We're 30-year-olds, get over it. Get over it.
Anyway.
You are 2 months older than me, too, so.
Rude.
Jab, 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 jab. Stop!
She's very ticklish.
No, I'm not.
Upset at her.
I'm a man.
Oh, yeah, that was you walking into my hand. Jesus.
So and not only that, let's not overthink it. But that's what the perspective I'm thought that this podcast would highlight.
I understand that. But I think when we talk about, like, we're bringing our perspective, we still have to have that thing to talk about so that people can see what our perspective is.
So what I said was, hey, let's have our viewers, which I know I haven't really been kind of pushing for, is like every podcast will have a segment, you know, just like, hey, so one viewer brought in this question, let's talk about it. Like, straight girl, what's in your world?
You keep coming to that.
Gay girl, what's in your world? And then one day you're going to have to do it. Straight girl, what's in your world?
That's how I sound.
Gay girl, what's in your world?
You do such a...
Oh, how about this? Okay, so we're going to start off the segment. Okay, so ready? Black Panther. We'll talk about that. So from a straight girl, what did you like? And just, and not saying that you being straight is all of a sudden like, oh, wow, it's like, it's so narrow, but I'm just saying, from your perspective, what did you think of the movie?
You know, I didn't like the beginning so much. It felt like it was trying a little hard. I definitely got much more involved and behind it towards the middle and maybe even a little bit at the end of the movie. Overall, I think it was entertaining. I think I just heard a lot of hype about it. You know what I mean? Kind of to the point where you're just expecting a lot more than it was. So I'd give it about maybe a 6 or 7 out of 10. But not being a professional movie reviewer, that's just my opinion.
What's your... Okay, you're not a professional, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, stop mentioning that then.
I said it once.
Oh.
Jesus.
Okay, what's a 10 out of a 10 for you? So I can at least gauge. Let me guess. The Notebook.
No.
I can't even think of any rom-com movies.
I don't know what's a 10 out of 10. Because I even went back and, like, when I had my wisdom teeth pulled, I went back and I tried to watch a bunch of classics. Like, I watched, is there 3 or 4?
You watched some sad ones.
I know.
Like Scarface?
No, I didn't watch Scarface. But you're confusing Al Pacino because I did watch The Godfather. I watched 1, 2, and 3. I think there's 3, but I definitely watched at least 3.
Yeah.
And I watched Schindler's List. And I was trying to watch Citizen Kane, but, like, nobody has it for free. Like, not Netflix, not Hulu. I was a little bummed about that. So, I try to go to these, like, classic, like, highly rated movies that people are just like, oh, my God. But I don't even know that I'd give those 10 out of 10s. I don't know.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't have
answer the question. Well, answer the question. What's your favorite movie?
I don't know.
What? Everybody has a favorite something.
Well, I mean, if it's just a movie I can watch over and over again, I do like How to Train Your Dragon.
If that's what you define as a 10 out of 10 movie, then that's fine.
But I don't know that I would because it's just a kid's movie and I like it.
Who the fuck cares?
Wow. You're asking me, so I'm trying to answer.
Okay, well, so what is it?
I'm just saying, like...
Your cheeks are very red.
I know, because I'm tired.
Oh, God. Okay, we made it a rule. We can't record anytime after 7. Or after...
Today, we obviously failed that.
Because I would think, with 2 hours of napping would give you this energy, this burst of energy.
And I thought with 2 hours of napping, you'd turn into a nicer person, but I guess we were both disappointed.
I'm fine.
You're super feisty. Stop it.
I'm fine. You're just like, I'm defeated. And I'm like, yeah, let's listen to music that have like 180 words or 800 words, 100 beats per minute.
You can get amped no matter what time it is. If somebody gave you like a beer and 180 amp song, you can get amped no matter what you're doing. Me, I'm just like, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, and you know where it is? It's like 9 o'clock hits, you're like, I'm a grandma. I gotta wash my face and moisturize.
Yep, gotta prevent those crow's feet from coming in.
I remember we're just like sitting here watching like anything, and then the couch is constantly moving on your side, and I look over and you're like patting your face like 40,000 times, and I'm just like, what's up with all the movements?
I gotta get those essential oils in. I gotta get my spot remover in. I gotta get my moisturizer in. I gotta get my eye cream in. I like really tried with this beauty routine, and
isn't that all just fancy versions of lotion?
No, they do different things. Especially the spot corrector, that definitely does something different.
That all sounds like very, very smart marketing.
Is it?
Yeah, isn't it just all lotion?
No.
I mean, when you think about it, it just moisturizes, right?
No, not the spot corrector, not the serum that I have.
Is it a little bit of bleach? What does it do to...
Actually, yeah, it does. I think it's like hydroquinone or something like that.
Hydrochloric?
No.
Hydrochlorine?
No. I thought you were going to go with hydrochloric acid. I was like,
yeah, I was going to go with that.
No, that's not it.
There's probably varying degrees of it.
Did they ever teach you stuff like that in high school? Like fancy sayings, like to remember like the chemical structure of stuff?
No, I just actually remembered how it was supposed to be.
They taught us an interesting one. It was Johnny was a chemist son, but Johnny is no more, for what he thought was H2O was H2SO4. Which is like, because it, like the water H2O, like he thought it was water, but it's like, I think it's sulfuric acid.
It's sulfuric acid, yeah.
So, but yeah, that's always how I remembered what it was.
If I didn't go to engineering school or engineering, I would have been a chemist.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I was very good in chemistry.
Okay.
I got a 4 on the AP exam.
Okay.
Because I was so badass.
Were you?
It was just memorizing it, just a bunch of fucking... It was so easy.
Nice.
But I would have been miserable.
You were miserable at engineering.
I'm miserable in everything.
I know. That's why woodworking is where you're going to find, like, your passion and be happy.
And then I'll just bitch about how little money I make.
Yeah. You can't
That's
have
not
everything.
That's not too bad. So what were we talking about?
I don't know. How did we get on chemistry?
Wait, how do we... Yeah, because you're like, how do we... And then, we were talking about makeup, and then we were talking about watching TV.
Uh-huh.
Because it's so many
all
movements.
the stuff that I put up
yeah,
my face.
okay, there we go. Okay, we're fine.
It's
okay, look at the... We went back in the tangent.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Fuck, I forgot.
What do you want to have accomplished by the next time we do our next podcast? Our
Have a full-time job.
first episode. Have a full-time job. Okay. That's actually a really good fucking goal.
I think what's going to happen is if I just don't get a full-time job and I'm just going to get annoyed and bothered.
You'll get a full-time job.
No, I'm going to have to call up. I told that company, they were like, the day that I left my last company, not this one, the one that I got laid off on, they're like, hey, we talked to, your former boss, and he's totally okay with letting, if you wanted to work for us, and we want you also to work for us, like, you could start tomorrow. And I was like, dude, that's awesome, thank you so much. But I told him, hey, like, I'm actually trying to see if, and I'm trying to, like, go down a different path,
right.
Yeah, I might give you guys a call in a year or two. And it'd be funny, like, 2 months later, hey, guys, I'm poor as fuck, never mind, don't chase your dreams, laugh at me.
No, why don't you just tell them that, like, you want to get a job, knowing what you know how to do to supplement, like, this different career path you want to go down.
I know what's funny is I should have done that in the beginning. I should have just taken...
adventurous. You jump in with both feet.
Because I realized that if I spend, like, 5 years of my life just being trained and doing shit and building stuff, that as soon as I go back to a corporate, like, construction company, I would excel, make money, and then on the side, I will just make all this amazing, cool stuff. And that'd be badass. That's my dream. That is what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah. No more dress shirts, though.
You hate, like... What's the word?
Well, I do
Not
like
uniforms, but
I do like to get
attire.
dressed up when we go out.
I know you do.
That's what I enjoy, but I don't enjoy fucking.
So let me get this
Monday
straight.
to Friday.
You want a job where you don't have to be told how to dress professionally.
Yeah.
It needs to be close because you're very good about public transportation.
Yeah.
You want it to pay you a lot of money.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to be told what to do.
No, I know how to. There's a certain level of control that in my positions that I've been able to do. I can kind of do whatever I want because I know what to do. I mean, but I'm not saying that I don't want to be a project manager. I want to be like a project engineer. That's where I'm like closer to working with the guys.
Okay.
So yeah, I have to report to someone.
Yeah.
But like I want a competent manager who knows that I can handle my shit. Mm-hmm. So I just need I think I excel when I have a competent manager.
That's fair. I agree with that. I think most people would.
I know, but I'm telling you, that's not very common in construction.
Yeah.
So that's why I moved different companies.
So why don't you just go be the manager and then you get to tell everyone what to do?
Because I don't want to be a manager.
Okay.
I don't want to even work even more hours and be tied down to projects, and then when we get a new project, oh, it's in Texas. Oh, you have to move to Texas. I'm like, fuck that.
You moved around a lot for work, though. Like
I know, but I'm done now.
Okay.
I just want to stay home.
Okay.
God.
She gets so sensitive about this stuff.
Salsa. Oh, okay. So we watch. Oh, we were talking about Black Panther. Oh, yeah. That was gonna be our segment.
Golly, how did we get so far?
Oh, dude,
because you started yelling at me. What's a 10 out of 10? I'm like, no.
Yeah,
a
okay.
movie that I like that I can watch on repeat. I don't necessarily think constitutes as a 10 out of 10 necessarily.
Fuck, you could define it however you want.
I know, and I was trying to, and you
okay,
just
so
like
it was,
the answer I was coming up with.
What was it?
Like I am struggling to find that movie that I feel like I could say like it does this. It's got a great score. It's got great actors.
So
a great storyline.
Oh God, you're so.
I'm allowed to be picky.
What's that movie called again?
Which one? How to Train Your Dragon?
Okay, that's your favorite movie.
I'd say it's my favorite movie.
I've actually never seen that movie.
It's such a cute movie.
Oh my God.
Already, you're like, oh, I Amanda
So, my professional review of Black Panther being a gay girl. Yeah, I kind of agree. It was kind of overhyped, but I think all black cast, that was really cool.
Had almost all black cast, right?
Except for that one white guy.
Yeah.
The guy that was supposed to be the American CIA, but he's like, the actor's British. And that was kind of weird, his accent. I don't know why why couldn't they just hire an American, like,
well, he's pretty
Mark
well
Wahlberg
known.
or something. You know, I don't know. They could have just picked
So then he would have had a Jersey accent.
No, I'm just saying. I liked it. I don't necessarily watch a bunch of Marvel movies because it's so.
Me neither.
I don't know. I have no interest in. The only series that I actually loved when I was a kid is the X-Men series, Spider-Man, and Batman. Those were the top 3 that I loved watching as a kid.
That makes sense. That's before they started let's branch off into every single other Marvel movie and theme and storyline.
No, I know. That's why I'm like, I didn't really have this, connection, but just seeing an all-black cast, that was really cool. I liked that. That was really cool. But I like big battle scenes, and I felt like the battle scene at the end wasn't grand. It wasn't like this huge. They probably spent They probably spent way too much money on like all the graphics and from beginning to end. So maybe that's why the battle scene was a little tame. What's that saying? It takes a village to raise a child.
Uh-huh.
I kind of felt bad for, the bad guy. Not the bad guy, but the cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt really bad.
Look at the way he came in at it.
Well, he I think it's true is we're all products of our environment, and he grew up in. I love how we're from California and he's from Oakland.
That's right. It was in Oakland.
Yeah, so it's shitty. It's yeah, I think it takes a village to raise a child, and here he is. He just has his dad who was taken away from him, at such an early age, and then he's like, oh, I was in the military.
But was he really taken away from him? Wasn't it his dad's fault for trying to kill somebody? He went to attack somebody. So it was his dad's fault.
Well, he was scheming to use
yeah.
But in his mind, he thought that was right. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying the kid was a product of his environment, and it was just unfortunate. Yeah, his dad made choices, but the kid had to just, he had to deal with the pieces after that. And I think, it was kind of sad. It was fucking sad. And I think a lot of it was just like trying to be an homage to like African history and ancestry. Like, dude, they had such a rich history, and then shitty since 16th, 15th century, like slavery and all this bullshit. So I think it was cool. It was cool that Wakanda was like, hey, black people, Africans have a rich history also, not just any other culture. I think that was kind of cool. But yeah.
I wonder if there's going to be any sequels or anything.
I wonder because I feel like that very end, the very last scene with I think you said Captain America.
Yeah, I think it was a Captain America tie-in because they had Bucky at the end.
Yeah, they might touch on it, but that really, I love the chick who was was kind of the comedy relief.
The sister.
Yeah, the sister.
Yeah,
I think she was really funny. Probably my favorite line in the movie was another broken white boy.
Yeah. something colonizer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, in that scene, remember I told you, well, I paused the movie, I was like, oh hey, they're in Korea. So the movie did such a huge success in Korea. I mean, internationally, I think any big Marvel movie does really well, but because they shot in Korea, it was really successful. And the cast, when they went to, they do the movie promotions, like the fans love them because they were doing a lot of, they do this heart sign with their fingers. I don't know, it's like some Korean thing. Heart, Korean sign. And then let's do Black Panther cast. And then they were making, she learned. I mean, her accent was it was a little hard, but like a lot of Korean people were really impressed because she learned,
She
memorized.
spoke it very well. Yeah.
Yeah, she like memorized the all the Korean that she learned. So
what's the heart thing that they're doing?
it's just a heart sign, like cute. This is what they're doing. Like it's like that, but it looks like a heart.
Oh,
so
wow.
they were doing. I know it's really lame, but like all the Koreans are like, there's like a bunch of YouTube videos. So no, yeah, it was really cool. I loved it.
We're just looking at pictures of Black Panther now.
Yeah.
I had no idea that was Michonne.
The spear chick.
Yeah, she was awesome.
How did you not recognize her?
She had no hair. She was completely bald.
Which
And
means
wearing makeup.
Which
and
means
Michonne
her face is even more bare.
No, she was wearing a lot of makeup. In Walking Dead, she doesn't wear really any
No,
makeup.
because her dreads. She
has
had her
the dreads. Yeah, it's a completely different look.
How do you not recognize faces? I'm not very good with names, but I recognize faces. Like, oh, that's a chick from that.
Just took me a second. I recognized it once I recognized it.
Okay.
Wow.
I love that they picked the most grossest like white dude to play like the nemesis.
Oh,
in the
Claw?
beginning.
Was that his name?
The weird I think it was like a weird Irish Scottish accent. I enjoy the fact they picked the grossest looking guy. Or they made him look really gross.
He did not look clean. I'll give him that much. He did not.
Yeah, he looks really, really gross. Look at that's fucking Michonne.
It's a lot of eyeliner that she's wearing, all the gold that she's got around her neck,
Dude,
the tattoo on her head.
looks sick.
It just looks. I mean, it just took me a second. That's all.
All right, well, took you forever.
I did not like that the bad cousin with all the like fake little cuts he had on him, like to mark every person he killed. Like they just look like expanded goosebumps. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's called Scarface. Remember how the
scarification.
that
But
tattoo type.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
Not at all.
Dude, these guys definitely worked out for the movie. Like, yeah, he's all boobs and chest and fucking shoulders.
God, it almost looks fake.
No, it looks okay. I love how they gave him bangs though.
What if your job every day was just to put those little bumps on an actor? Like, okay.
If it was on a chick, I'd be fine.
Yeah, of course if it was a chick.
Yeah, I don't want to touch guys.
What if you didn't have a choice?
Well, I'll quit. Just like with every job I do. With every job I work. Apparently.
That's your answer.
I feel like his accent was a little harsh. The main character.
Harsh in what way? Like hard to understand?
I think it was a little too authentic. I think maybe he went if he just dialed it down just a little bit because I felt like with the other actors they did kind of like a good job about.
Well, what's his background like?
No, the guy's African. I mean African. He's fucking American.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, all of them are.
I was just asking.
T'Challa.
Yeah, Boseman.
He's from South Carolina.
What else has he been in?
Let's check it out. IMDb.
Whoever came up with IMDb is a fucking genius.
What do you
All
mean?
the answers. I mean, just everything that you would want to know about, like an actor, what they've been in, what they've produced, and
Oh, he's been in 42. Oh, he was in the Jackie Robinson. Oh, look, it's mostly like
Marshall.
Godspeed Egypt, Get On Up. I don't know if videos on Fringe, Justified. Oh, mostly movies or TV shows.
Okay, cool.
Lincoln Heights, TV, Third Watch, All My Children. Oh boy, Law and Order. I feel like every actor, big actor, has always started with like being like the one victim in that one Law and Order show.
Well, no, it's funny. Even watching, I'm watching The West Wing right now, and realizing how many faces came through that too. Matthew Perry from Friends was on it. There's a woman who, I forget what role she played in The West Wing, but she's actually been on Broadway. She did. Oh, what's that movie? Into the Woods? Or not the movie, but the play Into the Woods. Like, it's just interesting when you start recognizing people like that. And seeing that they've just about been everywhere.
You know what I forgot to mention in the last podcast?
What?
Was you remember how we always did like, oh, straight girl, what's in your world? And the gay girl, what's in your world? By the way, you can't just not do both phrases at the same time like that. by the way.
Duly noted.
Okay. So I forgot to mention my furniture making class. Remember the chick that I told you that I had a little crush on?
The one you were staring at.
I wasn't staring at her.
Remember we had that whole thing, you were like, remember like stalkers are staring at somebody and then when they make eye contact they think that like,
oh yeah. So I remember I was riding my bike and and we can say that, right? I went to OCC. We're taking courses there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they've designated the walkways, the sidewalks with like flow of traffic. So on the right side, you could ride your bikes or whatever, and then just be mindful of pedestrians. So I was riding my bike, and then there's a little shack where you can like burgers and like burritos, like little food. And I pulled up, and she was sitting there. And I was like, ooh, hi.
Guess you should go say hello.
I'm like, hello, how is it going? Are you making furniture? Yeah, but she was talking to her friend.
Oh, so you didn't even get to talk to her?
No.
Okay.
That's awkward.
How would that be awkward?
I don't know.
You should have said hi. Be like, hey, we have class together.
Oh my god.
Fancy meeting you
oh
here.
Oh my god, it's so awkward.
Can I buy you a burger?
Oh my god, the burgers are awful.
Oh,
they're so bad.
That's heartbreaking.
Oh my god. And you know what? I bought a chicken sandwich, so that was probably my bad.
The burger was that bad that you bought a chicken sandwich instead? Jesus.
I bought a chicken sandwich and I felt like that chicken was like sitting out for a while.
Ew.
Yeah, it was super hard. But I got my protein for that day.
Okay, that's
so that's
good.
not better. But yeah, I saw her and then I saw her last class and she's still how she is, and that's about it. So I'm slowly working on that, guys.
Oh my! Goal for next week: get within 2 feet of her.
Actually, yeah. Oh, she was standing next to me when Tim was demonstrating some of the cuts.
You just accidentally bump into her next time. Be like, oh, I'm so
That'd
sorry.
be rude.
Accidentally.
That'd be rude. Like, oh,
and no, then you
bad.
apologize. You say, oh, I'm so sorry. Wow, you feel like you work out.
And then just like grab her arm and like squeeze, squeeze.
Yeah.
Squeeze, squeeze.
Squeeze, squeeze.
Squeeze,
But you say
squeeze.
it just like that. Squeeze, squeeze. And then she's like, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and we have to do a shout out to Jenny.
Hi, Boo.
How's it going?
Actually, we
Podcast
didn't do a
whore.
whole lot of shout outs this time, huh? We had like normally we'd be like, I'm Ellie and Luz and
I know, I feel like should we do that every podcast? I don't know.
I mean we've got some loyal listeners and
Very,
we appreciate them.
very, very loyal friends.
They gave us the feedback that we need, but
yeah, but I don't know, that's kind of where I think our main segment is like, hey, let's just talk about stuff.
So describing this podcast, you say, yeah, it's just two friends talking about their life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because first of all, we're not experts on anything, but
Right.
what we bring to the table is our perspective. We're very funny, and I think our perspectives are very, like, especially put us together, it's such a harsh contrast that people like that.
Perspective on what?
That's a thing. That's what I'm saying is we should... The idea was to, like, at the end of every podcast, we say, hey, so-and-so, like, you know, a viewer said, hey, talk about this, and we'll talk about that.
Okay.
You know what?
Has anyone actually...
No. So how about this? We've got probably 4 minutes left. Oh, yeah, 3 minutes left.
Thank God.
2 sec. Oh, my God. It's so rude.
I'm so tired.
Oh, you know what? There is a YouTube video on, I think BuzzFeed did this whole, hey, gay best friend, BuzzFeed. Was it this one? Moments you'll understand if you have a queer BFF.
Wait, we're gonna watch it?
Well, we don't have to watch it. Oh, no, we don't do that. That's definitely not.
Not the one you had in mind.
No. No, we don't do that. Is the volume not working?
Um.
Oh, here.
Okay, maybe we can watch this and talk about it next time. That way we can... Okay.
Oh, I think they're like... No, I don't really like this one.
Okay.
That was kind of boring.
Okay.
Well, we've got, look at that. 40 seconds until the end of this.
We made it.
What the fuck? That's so... Don't say that.
What?
We're a fun podcast. We want to keep on podcasting.
I know.
You were curled up. Like, you have, like, a slither that I could see your eyes.
Interesting that you say that.
Yes. Yes.
But, yeah.
But yeah. Same thing. Okay, so the goal is for next podcast, we're going to ask you guys yet one more time, please ask us or give us like questions that you might have topics we could talk about. Specifically that Amanda could highlight her straightness, and then in myself I can highlight on my gayness.
Like, okay, so what would be an example of a question where you feel like those perspectives would
be like, what's great on a first date? Something like that, because it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm a girl, so I need to wear a dress, and I got to do my makeup, and I got to this.
Okay, how about we just talk about that next time?
Oh, okay, well, that was easy.
Was it?
I feel like, yeah, this is gonna be hard. We're going to podcast 5 next week. I think that's pretty cool.
God,
this is going, man. I want us to hit podcast 100.
Really?
Yes.
What if we only ever have 5 listeners and we're still gonna get to podcast 100?
If anything, we'll buy them T-shirts and then we could just end the podcast. So
start bribing our fucking
listeners.
I'm
saying is that we could just end the podcast there and just like be respectfully.
We could put like Easter eggs in here, like, hey, first person to comment with the catchphrase blah blah blah, we'll send you a free shirt or something. We won't tell them what the free shirt is, but
what if it's just like one of your old shirts
I know,
you don't want to wear?
Oh no, let's just put your face on it. Let's get an iron on.
Yes.
But anyway.
What about one of my baby photos?
That could work too.
Okay.
But we've got some ideas for next time.
Alright guys, thank you so much for listening in. As always, keep keepin'.
Oh, God.